Welcome to Karate 360, your 360 approach to all the things in the karate world. I'm one of the hosts, Kalan Anglos.
I'm Richard Mosdell.
And we're going to talk all about the latest and greatest in the karate world. Let's get her started.
Karate 360, let's start the show. You will kick high and I will speak low. From local to global, it's the thing that you love, karate!
Sangokumaru.
Just feeling my inner 70s rock god there.
Sometimes you just got to throw it out there and then just wait and see.
Yeah, and then everyone looks at you like, dude.
And then you let it go.
Yes.
Hold it in. We're flying into this episode.
We are episode number
64, 65. Whatever.
Huge. It's 35 episodes, so we fly to world championships or something like that.
Something like that. That's right.
You just counted them backwards. It's 34 episodes to fly to world championships.
That's all. Thank you for watching.
Exactly.
Yeah, so here we go. This episode of the Karate 360 podcast. We are flying.
Guess what I was doing just before this?
Well, you were in the office. You're on the phone.
Yes, on the phone.
I
was on the phone.
I'm excited about being on the phone.
I was talking to Japan.
You were talking to Japan.
The whole country at once.
It's 9 o'clock right now, which means that it is noon there, right?
2 p.m. Friday.
2 p.m. 17 hours?
17 hours.
That was 15. Okay.
Yep. Talking to the president of Mango University who published my book.
Okay.
Talking about 2018 plans, places, things we're going to do, and volume 2.
Ooh, you know what? Yes. That's funny. We had, I don't know if you saw, we had a Facebook message come in, a comment saying, you know, love the show. Of course, why wouldn't they? But they also were a fan of the Sunny Leads Volume 1, wondering when the second volume was coming up.
It's happening. We are literally talking about it, planning it.
Good.
It maybe something like 2019.
2019, okay.
Yeah.
Because this book, it's already made, right? Like you've
Yep.
already written. There's 3 volumes or something.
The 3 volumes have been done.
Yeah.
And
so
volume 1 is out.
You would just need to get it illustrated. And
yes.
all the other
That's a
things
year
that
process.
go involved. Yeah.
Yep. And they want to have it, the volume 2, out in time for the Olympics. And there's still just, you know, only 0.0001% of the karate world knows that there is even a volume 1.
Yes. Yeah.
So thinking of a new name for volume, so it'll be Sunny Leads Volume 2, but a bigger title name for the project.
I see. Because the first one's just Sunny Leads Volume 1.
That's right.
Yeah. So we have to have Sunny Leads go back to Japan or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. The story of Japan.
Oh. You know what
Yes.
I got today? Have you played this yet?
No.
The Karate Do app?
I've not played the Karate Do.
Oh, well, this is something that I've been following for about a year. I knew they were in beta. It's the Karate app. It's like a fighting Mortal Kombat.
So it's like a game that you play on
the phone?
phone?
Check it out. Okay. So you first start off. Here, I'll just show you. So here we go.
We said 360, ladies and gentlemen. You weren't kidding.
Yeah, no kidding. So look, you're kind of this guy. You're bouncing around.
Street Fighter.
And then you do like, I don't know exactly how to play.
You tap the screen.
And then you tap, and there's like ways to kick, and you can do different techniques. You get points, and it's actually like that's a Gyakuzuki. Like you score points.
Wow.
And when you're 8 points ahead, you win.
So it's kind of based on the WKF rules. You're
Yeah.
tapping the screen to make the 2D players do stuff.
So it's
Is it addictive? Do you see
I don't know.
different fighters? Or
You do. So you get to make your own fighter.
Cool.
And the first thing you do is you fight some random made-up thing, and you kick the crap out of them. They go, "Oh, you're the greatest. Here, fight this guy." And then you have to fight Rafael Agaya.
Oh, really? That's hilarious.
And they've made him so good that he just beats the crap out of you.
Okay,
So he just like beats you 8-0 or whatever. They go, "Oh, you're so bad. Come to my dojo and play." And then you start as a white belt, and then you have to work your way up and finish all these things and all that. So there you go. I won that one just by not doing anything and just tapping away. So Karate Do. It's the karate app, but you can be any of your favorite Kumite fighters. Douglas Bros, Uraga, I think, is on there as
I want to be Wayne Otto.
Wayne Otto? Yeah, I don't think Wayne Otto's on there.
Wayne Otto rocks.
I want to beat Saeed Baghdadi.
Yes.
So there it is, Karate Do app. It's pretty cool.
Awesome. You also went and learned high performance karate competition stuff.
I went. Yeah, that's right. I was at the Hollyburn Country Club in West Van doing the NCCP, National Coaching Certificate Program. Their comp dev workshop that looked at analyzing technical and tactical performance with Gerard. I can't remember his last name now, but
from Coaching Canada. He is the specialist teacher for high performance.
That's right.
In Canada.
Yeah, first time I ever met him, actually. I thought I knew who he was, but it turns out I don't. So went to the NCCP workshop all day Saturday. It was a long haul on Saturday. It was like 2:30 to about 9:30 at night, and then again Sunday morning. Looking at, again, the technical aspects, so like different, the ways you should perform different techniques, but then also how you would technically analyze them or change them or different drills for karate specific. So the technical the tactical aspect was really good. I thought it was a little short though. We didn't get a lot of the tactical aspect, and I felt like the technical part of it was just kind of reiterating what you already maybe know, but maybe kind of drilling it home a little bit. What I didn't particularly like about this course, it was great. Gerard was awesome. He's super fun. The second day we were in our gis, that was great, going over some drills. But a lot of it was a direct copy of like the course that you and I did last year.
Yes.
Like there was the same workshop, like the same things you had to do, the same tables, the same drills, and all that kind of stuff. And I thought, well, we already did this in the last one, but that's okay. I think they just had to, this is what you did,
reinforce it or whatever.
Yeah, reinforce it. So
because I think there was a time, may not be happening now, but you could skip a level.
Yeah, that's right.
Like so it was kind of interesting because I did that. I did comp dev before I went down and did comp intro.
That's right.
Maybe that's why it's in there. So they want to catch that, but there should be new content.
So this type of, for those of you that don't know, this type of coaching certification is required for all the provincial coaches.
Yep.
And I think it's 70% or something like that. 50% of all the coaches have to have it all figured out. It was good, but as I was going through it, I thought, well, exactly like, what in there did I maybe take out of it that I didn't have before that related directly to getting provincial, to teaching at the nationals? And I thought, really it was just that tactical aspect and thinking that way. But again, we didn't spend enough time on it. So it got me thinking, like, obviously Karate Canada says it's required. We need to have these type of things. But, is it necessary to necessarily have to have a coaching certification program? What do you think? Because I know other combat sports don't. They don't have.
And some have, and some are more strict than ours.
Yes, that's true. That's very true. Yeah.
I personally think it's great to have a national coaching program that's a catch-all.
Yes.
This is just, we don't care who you are, what you think, other than putting your ideas onto worksheets and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a catch-all, nationally recognized. Wherever you go in the country, it's like your passport. It goes with you.
Yes.
But they don't have anything that says this is exactly how you coach high-performance athletes when getting to an event, doing the event, and leaving the event.
That's why there was absolutely no talk about mental preparedness, what you would say to an athlete, how you would actually coach them.
How to deal with a stressful environment.
Yeah. Which would have been super beneficial, I think, to have, because that would be more relating to performance, especially at high performance.
It would be really cool to have a course that's one day, like, this is how you get them there, you deal with all the issues that are going to come up.
Yes.
You realize that there's going to be fires that are happening. And this is, it's not just high performance competition. Like, it's, you take your dojo group to a training camp. Sometimes tension goes high, especially if there's black belt tests.
Totally.
And stuff.
Yeah.
How to deal with that.
And one thing that I do like that the NCCP is doing is now part of their becoming certified process. You have to get a video of you coaching an athlete at a tournament. Yeah. And I love that idea. And I also like the idea of them having all that data, call it data, because then they can then go into those courses after and say, okay, look at this video of this coach. This is what he said to his athlete before they went on to that. This is what they said.
Good examples.
Good examples. And and then likewise, maybe analyze what they could have done better.
Yeah,
and that way, I think maybe when they get enough data, will be super helpful. But right now, I guess maybe they just don't have enough. I'm not sure.
Well, I think it was hard enough to get to a beginner intro course, a comp intro course, and then a comp dev course.
Yes, yeah.
But good start.
Good start for sure. And it's required to coach a national.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
check that one off. So yeah, there we go. And then what about you? You were at the BC Winter Games.
The
trials, not the Winter Games. The trials.
Zone 6 trials. It was well done for our island zone. Great for all the people organizing it.
Yeah. How did people respond to the height? It worked out well. because for those of you, well, you should know because you listen in, but this is the first time we've done Kumite divisions by height.
It's awesome. I loved it. I loved it because you know, even though maybe in the smaller division someone was better than everybody, but it was more fair. Yeah. And there were some people who were short but overweight or heavy, sure, who would have been fighting people who were like a head taller than them. Yeah. Right? So there's going to be an open weight division at these 200 games. So you just pick the best fighter. There is going to be. So. Yeah. Okay. But we don't have to call it. No, it went really well. One of the things you realize is when you get up to the regions and the local level, if you don't have regular karate events, it's not just the athletes that don't get to do so, it's the officials don't get to train their eyeballs. Yes, for sure. You know, like it took a while for the officials to even recognize that the kicks were being scored to people's heads. Okay. You know, because sometimes someone only goes to an event as an official once or twice a year in the region because there's only 1 or 2 events a year. We're going to change that in 2018. Is this the Facebook thing? I love this, your idea of getting the Facebook video, like having a Facebook group of referees to show this is a video, this is either why it would or wouldn't have scored, and you guys can have a discussion. Yes. I say you guys because I'm not a referee, but is that what you're talking about? Because I think that's a good idea. That was that idea's been floating around for a while, but I think that needs to go out there. Like we need a Facebook group, and people need to go look at this, how this happened in the referee call, look at the mix. Awesome. Yeah. But we got our club got 2 athletes through and 1 on a wild card request. So we're looking forward to it. It's gonna be really neat that in our province, the best kata person and the best kumite person are definitely going. Yes. Yeah. It's not you got points in your 3rd and 1 and 3rd and other, so you get to go forward on because last time 2 years ago you had to do both on you had to do good on both kata and kumite in order to go through. No, I think this works out much better when you can be a kata or kumite athlete. Exactly. So that's good. No, that's awesome. Yeah. So should we get into a little bit of Karate Global News? Let's do it. All right, let's dive on in. Now, you found this one. The 2017 Japan National Championships happened last weekend, and we have the results, and you talked to somebody who was there. That's right. Peter Williams was there, so what I want to do is go through the results, and because you can hear some names you've heard before. These are also great for people who learn the names, and we'll have the link up on the website. You can search them. Go look at some of the stuff of them on YouTube. Yes. So you want to make a kata better in the dojo? These are the guys. Look at it. You want to be fitter in dojo? Look at it. I mean, we know the Japan Nationals is a big deal. Like for Canada, it's a big deal, but for Japan, it's like a huge deal, right? Like, it's big. It's almost like a world championships, really, for them. It's game changer. Now, why won't my results open, Richard? I don't know. I'm trying to look to do the same thing myself, but let's go back to the English thing. So let's see. We can bring it up here. You did talk to what's it? Pete Williams, our man Pete. Our man Pete. Oh, here we go. I got them up. Did you get it? Yeah. Mine was slow again. So who does the translation on this? They do. Okay. Somebody at Champ does. All right. My thing's going slow, so you're gonna have to read it out. Whoa. All right. So you first need to explain. There's no weight divisions, right? Okay. So So the Japan National Championships, there's no weight division. So we do male kata, female kata, male kumite, female kumite. These are the winners from the 47 prefectures. They fight off at the on the Sunday, on the Sunday, and then you come down to your top 8s. Okay. And also the champion from the high school league gets to bring in. Okay. Champion from the university league, champion from the all business league. And it's like a big deal just to get top 8, right? Like top 8 is massive. Yeah. Massive. Yeah. How big are the divisions? How many people would be in one division? Well, they're huge because there'd be 60 people. Easy. Crazy. Well, there's be 47 for all 47 prefectures. Okay. There'd be last year's winner. Yeah. Then there'd be the winners of all the major, like university, high school, government. So you could have a lot of people. That's crazy. 40, 50, 60. And where were they held? They were held at the Budokan. Budokan, where it's going to be held for the 2020 Olympics. Yeah. And then so that was on Sunday. On the Saturday, there's a different group of athletes, and they just do team kumite. Okay. There was no team kata. So they do male team kumite, they do female team kumite, When you're trying out for the Japanese team, you'll go in front of the selection panel and they'll put you in weight divisions and make you fight.
Okay.
And then you win points and then you'll get to go. But this was just old school, no weight division, go out and do it.
Get in there and go.
Yeah, so let's go through the top. Let's go through the top 2.
Okay.
And then these are some famous names and good things for people to go and look up online.
All right. So let's start with male individual kumite. The first individual. That's what I said. Who translated this? The first thing you notice. Should I say the first? I know how to say that name.
Go ahead.
Daisuke Watanabe. Right?
Daisuke Watanabe.
There used to be a Red Sox pitcher called Daisuke. Spelled exactly the same.
That's hilarious.
Anyway, so he got first place in the male individual kumite over second place, Ruta Arega.
That's right.
Second.
Smoked him, took him out of the top.
Oh, crazy. That Araga's been at the top for a while, but now this and I don't know if I've seen this Daisuke Watanabe. So
he's been floating around the third level there.
Okay, he must be good. So that's in the individual kumite. Raga getting second to Watanabe. The female individual kumite, why don't you tell us who won?
Ayumi Uekusa.
And in second place?
Miho Miyahara.
So that's for the female individual kumite. And again, those are open weight categories. The kata divisions, male individual kata, no surprise here. Ryo Kayuna winning the gold medal over Isaiah Shimbaba. Shimbaba got second place there in the male individual kata. And the female individual kata, again, no surprise.
Kyo Shimizu
over Hikaru Ono, who got second place there in the female individual kata. Now, also you said Saturday was the team kumite. So I guess how would this work?
And that's held at the Tokyo Budokan.
So
a different place, but yes.
So do you just get 4 fighters?
5 fighters?
Five fighters and just best of 5. But is it like, oh, I see, Kyoto Prefecture, Yemen. Okay, so
they took the top fighters in their prefecture team.
I see.
And then you go through a single elimination.
Okay, so the winners of the male team kumite was Kyoto Prefecture.
That's right.
Okay.
The old capital.
What do you know about them?
Kyoto is really strong, especially the high school league and university.
Okay.
The university is very strong.
Okay.
And that's where they're going to be coming out of.
And the female team kumite champions were Chiba Prefecture.
That's right, just to the east of Japan.
Okay.
Tokyo International Airport, it actually sits in the Chiba.
Okay.
So again, there are lots of strong high school teams. There's a strong university team. That's how they normally at this level. Sometimes you have people who graduate from university. A lot of times they're just really strong university fighters.
Okay.
Coming out of it. And Peter was there, and what I thought I'd do is I just read out his report, because it's super interesting. And this is one that we used to go to every year. Sit behind. They used to do the men's kata, the female kata, and whichever one they started first. They're normally supposed to start at the same time, but they don't always start exactly at the same time.
Okay.
And we would just go, all right, we're gonna watch this one and see if we could get all the way through.
So you're gonna read his whole thing here, or
I'm just gonna blast it out. I'll just read it out in an interesting way. Okay.
Okay.
So Japan Nationals, you can tell that they're trying out for the Olympics. That means this is the venue, this is the everything. Live broadcasting, super sheeny.
Sheeny.
He's from the UK, so sheeny has a word. Must be like shiny and stuff.
Okay.
But the infrastructure is way below what is required. Number 1, they need more seats with clear access for disabled access. Number 2, Kudanshita has not been improved one jot. Again, this must be British English.
Must be a British thing.
And will not support people traffic. So Kudanshita is the train subway station beside the Nippon Budokan. So when you go to Kudanshita station for the Kudanshita area, that's where you go to
I see.
So
you're saying it's not up to...
It's not for the volumes of people, I guess, are going to go.
Okay.
Okay. Number 3, perhaps too much shiny. I guess too much shiny stuff.
Okay.
Music at the walk-in, after the bow, after the wind, and walking off. Little pro wrestling there.
Yeah.
Unnecessary. The quality of karate was very, very high. Kata champions Shimizu and Kyuna. I called the flags perfectly. You would have been proud. I am very proud of you to call the flags perfectly. That's cool. So you picked the winners before they actually listed the flag. Kumite champions Uekusa and Watanabe. Uekusa won both semifinals and finals with a point reversal in the last 2 seconds.
Oh, crazy.
Head kick in the semi, Gyagazuki in the final. Both very contentious decisions. Ooh, now we want to watch the video. Watch the video. Okay.
Let's dig into those.
Nerves of steel or fear from the judges. That an athlete, they put all their money behind, and that has been going about all the variety shows, is going to lose to a university student. You decide. ... On the men's side, Araga versus Watanabe was clear. Good win. Watanabe is an explosive and varied fighter, so he's entertaining to watch. For Team Kumite, Kyoto won the men's again, something like 5 years running.
Crazy.
More ladies was Chiba. Yes. Thank you very much, Peter, our man in Japan. So that is a video that we want to watch. Urikusa versus her 2 matches.
Yeah.
At the very end.
So if we can find those maybe for next week or something, we'll get those going. So there you go. That's the little report from our man from Japan, Pete Williams, at the 2017 Japan National Championships.
Yes.
Sounds like a good time.
It is a good time. It's fun going there because it's very lively. It's totally packed. Lots of vendors. You're walking around meeting people. It's like the tribe just comes together.
Yeah. It's interesting they're taking the big music approach now too. Like you said, kind of pro wrestling. UFC's got like the walk-ins now. And I've noticed some K1 tournaments are doing that too, where they kind of have like a music walk-in for the finals type thing. I mean, that's not a bad thing, I don't think, but it's a little out there.
Yeah, turns out karate do it is.
Yes,
karate. Let's put sizzle on the steak.
Sizzle on the steak.
Sizzle on the steak, right?
Yeah.
So, yes.
All right, well, that pretty much wraps up our Karate Global News. Not a whole lot more going on here this time of year in December, but there it is. Should we get into some technical tactical?
Sure.
Go for it.
Have we talked about the distance game?
We have not talked about the distance game.
We haven't?
We have not.
Okay, so distance game is, and we've been doing this in class all day, is we're bouncing in kumite, and the other person has to shadow me. Okay, so if I bounce forward, they bounce back. If I bounce back, they bounce forward.
Okay.
If I switch legs, they switch legs.
With you.
They must keep that distance and not let me get closer than the, let's say, 2 arms out reach distance of touching.
So they have to go back as fast as you're coming forward.
They have to go back as fast, come forward, right? So that's what you initiate. Now at some point, I have to rush forward and tag their shoulder. Of course, their goal is
to not get tagged.
Not get tagged.
Seems appropriate.
The best way of doing this is
punching them.
True.
Kicking.
As you push forward, you slide back, and as they adjust, you run forward again. And it's really hard for them to catch you.
I see. So you catch them as they're coming forward.
Yeah, and it catches their brain goes, oh, they're pushing me backwards, so I have to bounce back. Oh, they're going backwards, so I have to follow them. Oh, they came forward again. I didn't expect that.
Okay, yes.
And so it's called the distance game. So the person who has to tag them, their whole goal is don't just jump forward, then try and touch the shoulder with your lead hand to their shoulder, because they're just going to keep jumping back as they see you coming.
Yeah.
You also don't just want to move backwards because now you can't go forwards. What you want to do is you want the other person to think, oh, they're going to keep jumping backwards 3 times. But actually, on your first step, you suddenly rebound forward, and you immediately cover the distance.
They catch them. You work too with the Kazamazuki as well. I mean, right now you're just tagging the shoulder for.
You're just doing a punch, but it could be any technique.
Yeah.
Any technique. And so, because the idea is it's supposed to be any scoring technique.
Yes. Okay.
So how do you take someone who doesn't expect you to attack them, especially if they're stronger than you, to attack them at the most unexpected moment? And that is on a change. So either changing on an angle, or this is called distance game.
So when would you kind of time them? As they were coming, like landing forward? You know, if they're kind of shuffling forward, would it be when they're pushing forward, when they're landing forward?
Basically the moment that you've been pushing them back, and then the moment you decide to go backwards, as you see them coming forward, and you can see even in their eyes that they're thinking, you're not going to bounce forward on me now. You shoot forward.
Okay.
So it's very simple. You could be shooting off your back leg. You could be shooting off your front leg in terms of pressure. All you want to do is surprise them, where they're expecting you to bounce back 3 times. You bounce back and suddenly go back.
Okay.
Yes.
Makes sense. Off-topic question, but something you just said. When you're in a kumite match, maybe when you're sparring as an athlete or whatever, where did you look your athlete? Did you look them in the eye?
I looked them around the throat.
At the throat. Okay. I was always taught to rate the widest part, like right in the center.
Yeah,
of the chest,
like to make the V.
Yes,
make
that's
the V.
right. Yeah.
So I think as you get stronger, when you really look in someone's eyes, you start seeing them like, I'm going to look at your stomach, then they go for the stomach, or I'm going to blink, or so I think
fake them out.
You fake them out. Some people do different things. As I got better, I would look up to go low, and I would look down to go high.
Yes, yeah. I also feel like sometimes when you look at people, if you're like really staring them in the eye, it can be psychologically mess with them a little bit. Even if they're looking down, they can see you're looking them in the eye, and if you got that kind of mean face on. I know Fernando does that. He'll look at you in the eye, but he'll kind of give you this little mean face a little bit.
Yes. And that's where I think the distance game is fun, because what you're doing is you're trying to look for a tell. Like, when are they giving away what they're thinking? Yes,
right? Tell, yeah. Great. All right, there you go. That's the technical tactical of the week. All right, let's get into this week's fitness training tip. You should do your left-handed or your non-dominant stuff before you do your dominant stuff.
That sounds like when you practice kata.
Kind of like when you practice kata.
So train your non-dominant side before your dominant side.
That's right. So when we talk about something called laterality, that's just a famous way to say, are you right-handed or left-handed? For karate, we know it's beneficial to be good at both. If we talk Kumite specifically, there might be certain techniques you throw with your left hand forward. There might be certain techniques when you throw with your right hand forward. If somebody's right-handed, usually they have their left hand forward, right? Yep. Their left hand, right hand's back, the power hand's back. But what you want to do to train your non-dominant side, because you want it to be, as good as your dominant if you can, is do whatever techniques you're going to do, whether it's like a simple 1-2 in the gym or whatever, or a great example is like a wall ball throw, the ball throw, which mimics obviously a karate technique. You want to go from like a two-handed, maybe push-ups, do push-ups where you're doing two-handed stuff, get up, and then do your non-dominant hand first. So you do your left hand push, ball, push, ball, push, ball, push, and then you go to the right side. And always do your non-dominant side first. This is a way that you fix, in the gym we fix imbalances with muscles, as we do like a two-handed, two-legged or whatever, like a squat and then a one-legged squat, but you do the non-dominant side first. Because if you think about it, you're doing your two-handed or two-legged stuff, your muscles are already contracting. As you get up, if you're only going to do one side's going to be working, the other side's going to be relaxing. So if you work your non-dominant side first, that side's actually working harder. Yes. So it's going to catch up quicker to your dominant side. Yes. So now you're trying to even out your dominant and your non-dominant side. So that's something that we started working out recently. Actually, tonight in class, we started working a lot of fighting non-dom, trying to get people comfortable fighting with their non-dominant side. Because again, I showed them a couple different techniques that I like to use because it's good. Some things will work one way, but they might not necessarily work the other way. And as well as reacting to however your opponent is going, you might work better with a right hand forward or whatever.
Well, I like the idea of, do regular two-hand push-ups, stand up, then do some wall throws.
Yes.
With your non-dominant side.
Totally.
Then do your dominant side, because it's going to make you more comfortable in your non-dominant side.
Yes. That's right. That's exactly what it is. You just wrapped it up in a nice little bow.
What is something you could train for fitness for your non-dominant side, but you don't use any equipment?
Don't use any
like one-handed push-ups?
If you could do a one-handed push-up, that would certainly be what to do. I would just get bands or something like that and use bands.
What we were doing tonight was training going side to side with a medicine ball on the floor. So you put one hand on the medicine ball, other hand on the floor.
Yes, that's great. Yeah. Those are good for sure. And then toss across the other side. Yeah. Usually a band is good to use at least. Then you can get at least a little bit of resistance in there as well. I mean, you could do it with you could just do like hitting the bag or whatever, shadow boxing.
I heard there used to be these things called phone books.
Phone books? I don't know what those are.
Stack like 3 books on top of each other.
I got one the other day, a phone book in the mail.
You got a phone book? The yellow pages?
Yeah, and white pages? Both.
Really so printed.
I didn't know they did either. I thought, what is this archaic thing? Garbage.
Those guys phoned me once and said, hey, we got to set up your Yellow Pages ad. So when do you want me to come by? I'm like, there's still a Yellow Pages ad. He's like, oh my God, I get that every day.
Do you want to have nobody see your ad? All right, so there you go. That's our fitness training tip of the week.
Cool.
All right, so it's coming into the end of the year. All tournaments are pretty much wrapped up now for the end of the year in terms of upcoming tournaments. The first one is in January 26th to 28th. That's the K1 Premier League in Paris, the Big Paris Open.
Yes.
February 2nd to 4th is the EKF, European Karate Federation Junior Cadet and U21 Championships in Sochi, Russia. And then the next weekend, February 9th to 11th, is the first Series A of the year, also in Spain. Now, for us, your Karate 360 podcast members, next week we'll be back in here on Thursday to do it, and the following Monday we will be available. But the week after that, and this is maybe news to some, the week after that will be the Christmas week, and we're not going to have a podcast because I won't be here.
That's okay.
So there we go. Next week will be our last one of the year. We'll have to do a little bit of maybe of a recap, yearly recap on our next episode.
Yeah.
What are you looking at there? What you got?
I was just looking to see if there's any big events that we hadn't noticed. Like the 18th Israeli Championship for Cadet Junior and U21 is going to be December 19th. I was just looking on Sport Data, Turkish Open, and stuff, but I didn't see any big events that we haven't already talked about.
All right. Well, then I guess we got it all.
Got it all, everybody. So happy that you listened in.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Again, we do these Thursday nights live on Facebook, and then Monday mornings they become available on all your favorite podcast platforms. That pretty much wraps up this episode of the Karate 360 podcast.
35 episodes to the next World Championships.
Don't forget. I'm Kalan Anglos.
I'm Mosdell.
We'll talk to you guys next week.
San Rokumaru.